Hello, kindergarten friends. Mrs. Williams here, and I'm going to be reading to you Pete the Cat, Firefighter Cat today. I love Pete. He's one of my favorite characters. Pete the Cat, Firefighter Cat by James Dean. We are going on a class trip today, says Principal Nancy. She leads the class to a bright yellow bus. Everyone climbs on board. I wonder where we are going, says Pete. They are going to visit the firehouse today. The bus parks next to the bright red firehouse. Pete and his classmates are excited. The firehouse is huge. It's so big it can hold 2 long red fire trucks and all the firefighters' equipment. That's a big firehouse. Ring, 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 ring. The firefighters show the kids around. They give everyone a turn to ring the old brass fire bell outside the firehouse. Then all the kids take turns sliding down the firefighter's pole. Whee! Callie yells as she glides down. Wouldn't that be fun? The firefighters allow the kids to try on their gear. Firefighters wear a lot of equipment. First, Pete puts on the heavy black overalls. Then he steps into tall black boots. The firefighter helps Pete put on the heavy yellow jacket. Finally, they place a hard black helmet on Pete's head. All this gear is very heavy. Pete can hardly move. Look at him. They wear all that equipment to keep themselves safe, right? The firefighters allow the kids to explore one of the fire trucks. Callie sits in the driver's seat. She presses the horn. Brrr! It's so loud that all the kids cover their ears. A horn on a fire truck is very loud, isn't it? Then Pete turns on the sirens and lights. The sirens blare. Wee-oo, wee-oo. The lights flash red and yellow. Uh-oh. I don't know if they were supposed to do that. Suddenly, a loud bell rings in the firehouse. Uh-oh, it's a fire alarm. There's a fire in town. Gear up, Pete. The firefighters scramble into their gear very quickly. Pete puts on his gear too. They all climb aboard the fire truck and turn on the siren and lights. Firefighter Pete and the firefighters are on their way. Look at them. They're heading off. Woo-wee, woo-wee. The fire engine races through town and the lights flash round and round. A firefighter presses the horn. Brrrt! All the other cars move out of the way. You gotta get out of the way when the fire truck comes through, don't you? There's the fire. It's hot and loud, but the firefighters know exactly what to do. They work together as a team to connect the fire truck to the fire hydrant. Then the firefighters also attach a long, heavy hose to the truck. Firefighter Pete gives the signal, and the firefighters turn the water on. Whoosh! Look at all the water coming out. It's really nice that Pete gets to help, isn't it? The water gushes out very fast. Several firefighters must hold the hose to control it. Pete helps direct the hose as they spray the water on the fire. The fire is starting to go out. There is smoke everywhere. Suddenly, Pete hears yelling from the roof. Who's yelling? Can we see who's yelling? Oh no, it's a Grumpy Toad. He needs to be rescued. The firefighters raise a long ladder from the truck. Crank, crank, crank. The ladder goes up and up and up. Firefighter Pete and the other firefighters help Grumpy Toad climb down the ladder carefully. Yay! The fire is out and everyone is safe. Firefighters are brave, aren't they? The firefighters drive back to the firehouse. They take off all their gear. They pat Pete on the back and say, "Good job, Pete." Firefighter Pete helps save the day. Pete's a hero today too, isn't he? All right, guys. Hope you're practicing fire safety skills at home too. Stop, drop, and roll. All that stuff. See you later.